go.
And it's Philadelphia to start out. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thomas is out there with Joe Dumars. Then there's Hill. Then there's Wallace. And it's Lanier in at center. Malone. Detroit with the rebound.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Lanier, that's good.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Malone. From deep, Iverson sinks the three-pointer.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Here's Hill. Pass to Lanier. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
The drive by Iverson. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Hill. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. The kick out to Hill. 5 on the clock. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Outside Irving. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Outside Dumars. Pass to Hill. 4 on the shot clock. Over Irving. Hill, no good. And so here is Philadelphia. To the inside. Malone. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
Dumars kicks to Hill. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops from Malone. And both free throws good for Malone.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Iverson against Thomas. The kick out to Hill. The Pistons working the ball around now. Wallace finds Hill. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Wallace misses. Here's Greer, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now here is Hill.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Cunningham's checked in.
Number 32, Billy Cunningham.
Lanier, the pass to Thomas. Wallace outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Some solid defense there from Irving. And it's Irving with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Pistons trail by 4. Dumars kicks to Hill. On the wing, Wallace. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
Malone dishes to Iverson. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Thomas, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Malone with the screen to the paint and taken away by Wallace. Here's Dumars. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Irving. Here's Greer. Now here's Malone. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound by Wallace.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Dumars. No scoring in this one. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Back to Iverson. Outside, Malone. Malone sets the pick for Cunningham. Over Wallace. Here's Malone. Got a piece of it. Here's Hill. No good. That would have tied it.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Thomas. Following the miss by Moses Malone. Wallace the screen. Back to Dumars. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. DeBusschere, he's checked in for Detroit. Phillips comes in for Dumars. Here is DeBusschere. Outside Thomas. Grant Hill on the wing. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
A floater. Iverson, no luck. The Pistons trailing. Outside Thomas. Wallace with a screen for Thomas. Over Iverson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. So it's Philadelphia now. To the middle. That's good from Malone on the assist by Maxey. Malone's got 10.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hill passes to Wallace. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Pass to Iverson. Chamberlain with a screen on Thomas. Thomas against Iverson. 4 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
At the top of the key, Wallace. Pass to Billups. Wallace, the screen, unloads from 13. Billups, no good. The 76ers leading by 6. Down low, got a piece of it. Stolen by DeBusschere. Outside Hill. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Hill's gone 2 for 7 from the field. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Irving comes in for Iverson. Detroit making a switch here. Cunningham kicks to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Embiid in the corner. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the 76ers lead by 7.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
There's the screen. Pass to Lanier. Outside Billups. No good on the 3.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So it's Detroit now. After Julius Irving's miss. Here's Bing. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Now, here is Irving. Inside. Here's Embiid.
Detroit. Bob Lanier. Second personal.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2. Joel Embiid.
And he knocks down the first one.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Jones checked in for Philadelphia. Bill Lambert's checked in for Detroit. And Embiid drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Lambier and Embiid with the block.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Embiid with the screen on DeBusschere. Here's the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
You've got Irving. Chamberlain is out there with Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Cunningham in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
The 3 from Billups. Rebound by the 76ers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
And the Pistons with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Maxey with it. Six on the shot clock. The kick out to Irving. Misses the 3. Pistons trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. I've heard Bing say that what he enjoys more than anything is putting pressure on the defense, forcing them into mistakes, and he forces one there, drawing the foul.
Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one drops. The Pistons making a change here. Dumars is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Greer. Embiid inside. Embiid owns the lane.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Pass to Bing. Great D that time from Irving. Bing's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Outside, Jones. Here's Greer. And he can't bank that one in. Pistons trail by 11. Phillips dishes to Dumars. The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Greer, who's guarded by Billups. It's intercepted. On up the court. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Yep, that one goes. Greer's got his second bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Cunningham comes in for Chamberlain. And Iverson's subbed in for Jones. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hill, he's checked in for Chauncey Billups. Pistons trail by 11. Outside Dumars. Over Greer. And Dumars gets it to go.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Iverson. Cunningham kicks to Iverson. A three-pointer, no good. Iverson's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Rodman outside. Pass to Hill. Now Dumars. Rodman with a screen on Embiid. And here's Dumars outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Iverson passes to Greer. And that foul's called on Grant Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Chamberlain's checked in for Joel Embiid. Howell's checked in for the Pistons. And here's Cunningham. To the paint, just 5 on the clock. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now, here's Dumars. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Iverson dishes to Chamberlain. Iverson outside. Right side, Irving. That one's not going to go. Pistons trail by 11. Here's Bing. Pass to Howell. And here is Hill. Here's Lanier. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lanier's got 8.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Here's Greer. Covered by Dumars. Back to Iverson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for your Sixers, Iverson, taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Malone's checked in for Chamberlain, and Jones subbed in for Cunningham. And Detroit with a change here, too. Thomas is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Thomas. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Moses Malone.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
And he makes the first. And the 76ers making a change here. Chamberlain's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers leading by 8. On the wing, Iverson. He's guarded by Thomas. From 12 feet out, the 76ers with another miss. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Dumars, the pass to Howell. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Moses Malone. Pistons have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Bill Lambert's checked in for Detroit. Now the 76ers with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Malone kicks to Iverson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Excellent D from Thomas. Pistons trailed by 5. Puts it up from 12. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hill's got 6.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Now here's Jones. Still scoreless. He gets that one. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Right side Thomas. Stolen by Jones. Driving in. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Howell. Dumars kicks to Hill. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Howell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Thomas a screen. Here's Hill driving the lane. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Now here's Malone. 14 points for him. And it's Hill penetrating. Pass to Dumars. Jones against Hill. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Iverson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires from 18. Iverson, no luck.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Outside Dumars. Over Greer. Not as good in the 76ers lead. Is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Dumars. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Outside, Jones. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Hill. Stolen by Jones. Now, here is Chamberlain. Lambeer defending.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Out to the wing. Here's Lambeer. Rebound, Malone. Malone's got his 6th rebound on the night, and Howell kicks to Dumars. Pass to Thomas. Back to Dumars. Lambeer against Chamberlain. Lambeer, good.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
And the 76ers call time here. Detroit making a switch.
Substitution on the court.
The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Greer. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Iverson with the bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And here's Thomas who brings it up for Detroit. Now Hill. Outside for Thomas. To the paint, Wallace. Shays with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. On the wing, Iverson. Thomas covering. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Iverson, no luck. Pistons trail by 8. Now Hill. 8 points for him. Down low, it's tipped. And so that's the end of the first half. 76ers lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Pistons, 43.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. An exceptional performance so far from Moses Malone.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possession.
On the court for the Pistons, Hill out there with Wallace. Then it's Joe Dumars. Then there's Thomas, and it's Lanier in at the 5 spot. Now here's Iverson. 5 to shoot. With the teardrop, hard-fought bucket for AI.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And it's good, 2 points. Thomas got 5.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Now here's Iverson from 18 feet away. Here's Malone, and it's sent back by Wallace. Into the lane. Dumars the pass to Thomas. He can't get that one to fall. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Irving. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Now here's Dumars. Wallace a screen. Hill passes to Wallace. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Hill. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Lanier. Outside Thomas. Here's Lanier. Rebound by the 76ers. Now Iverson puts up a three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 16.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
Iverson against Thomas. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. The 76ers leading by 12. The shot's good from Shays. Shays has got his first 2 points.
Man, he just sees everything on the floor. Nice vision from Iverson to find the open man.
Outside Hill. Inside. And the shot goes in from Lanier. Lanier's got 12 points in the game.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Timeout called, the 76ers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by Detroit. Here's Greer. Rebound by the Pistons. Lanier's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Dumars. Shot is good in the 76ers lead. It's cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Hill.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Pistons trail by 10. Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. Outside Hill. Over Irving. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lanier's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a problem this defense has not been able to solve tonight. Lanier using that size along with the skill set to fully affect this game.
Now here's Iverson. 11 points in the game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's back to Hill.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
For Detroit, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. The 76ers leading by 7. Iverson outside. In the corner, Irving with it. Thomas against Iverson. Trying to end the drought. And it's good on the way in. Iverson's got 13. Pistons trail by 9. Thomas passes to Lanier. Now, here's Dumars. Outside Hill. There's the drive. Rebound, Julius Irving. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's hauled in by Lanier. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Dumars. Wallace outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Hill. Detroit, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Shays. Iverson outside. And Thomas with the block. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Lanier. Count that one as his 7th bank in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Detroit with a change here, too. Chauncey Billups is checked in for Dumars. Iverson. The second chance effort, and Malone puts it in. He's got 18.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now, here is Hill. He's got 11. Looking to get back on track here. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Iverson passes to Malone. Allen Iverson on the way. Thomas covering. Here's Iverson. Good D by Thomas. Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Lanier. Now Wallace. Outside Hill. It's stolen by Cunningham. He gets it in there.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Now here is Hill. Takes it inside.
Clearly a foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Both free throws good from Hill. The 76ers leading by 9. Iverson passes to Shays. Malone a screen on Wallace. Here's Shays. Nails it from the high post. Shays has got 4 points this quarter.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here is Hill. 13 points in the game. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And that foul's called on Grant Hill. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Chamberlain's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Allen Iverson. Malone, the pass to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The 76ers leading by 13. Maxey on the wing. Over Thomas. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Chamberlain got 12 in the game.
And I'll
tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Here's Bing. Pass to Thomas. There's a good screen. To the inside. Lanier. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. He's got 18.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Detroit foul.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Chamberlain. And Jones subbed in for Moses Malone. And Detroit with a change here, too. Rodman, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Embiid the screen. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Come on, Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Phillips against Maxey. Outside Phillips. Over Maxey. Phillips, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Maxey passes to Cunningham. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. That one goes in. Embiid's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pistons trailed by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And then Rodman with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Maxey against Phillips. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And that one drops. Embiid's got 13 points.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Stolen by Jones. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Jones, Joel Embiid out there with Cunningham. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Greer in at the 2-guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Rodman and Embiid with the block. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
The free throw drops for Rodman. And he can't hit the second. Philadelphia leading by 19. Iverson outside. Step back shot. Detroit with the rebound. Phillips with the ball. Outside Dumars. Back to Phillips. Here's Hill. And yes, a nice assist from Billups.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Billups against Iverson. Embiid inside. Rebounded by Rodman. Pistons trail by 17, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Cunningham with the block. Here's Jones, and he banks in the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here is Hill. Over Cunningham, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hill able to stretch the floor, making it tough on defenses to guard it.
Chamberlain's checked in for Jones, and Beers checked in for Detroit.
One shot.
And Hill no good on that one. The 76ers leading by 17. And here is Iverson. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Iverson. Inside. Here's Embiid. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Timeout, Pistons. And Philadelphia making a change here. McGinnis is checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Greer. Pass to Chamberlain.
Pistons foul. Joe Dumars. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Iverson. Over Bing. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
Pistons trailed by 19. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Lambeer screen. Hill against Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Detroit, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 19. Here's Iverson. Rebounded by Lambeer. Outside Dumars. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here he goes from 13. Good on the jump shot.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Greer passes to Chamberlain. Here's Greer. Back to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here is Hill. Lambeer with a screen on Cunningham. Hill out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The 76ers leading by 19. Now Maxey. Malone a screen on Thomas. And here's Maxey outside. Here's Malone. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Thomas, no luck. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Greer. Here's Shades. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Malone. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Collins checked in for the 76ers. And Detroit with a change here, too. Stackhouse has checked in. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Lanier. Lanier's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bounce pass, Thomas. Pass to Lanier. Back to Wallace. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Now Maxey. Down low. Stolen. Here's Bing. He takes it in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Shades. Malone right side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pistons trail by 17. Here's the screen. Here's Stackhouse with the drive. And it's good for 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Shades. Here's Malone. Kicks it out to Collins. Now here's Malone. Over Lanier. And it's Malone missing. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Pistons. 15-point game. And there it is for him.
Isaiah Thomas.
Now, here's Maxey. Outside Irving. Back to Maxey. Drops in the layup for 2. And the 76ers lead by 15.
A pretty nimble guy. Maxey mixes up the defender with that dribble move to create space.
Irving against Stackhouse. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Malone's the 76ers leading by 15. Right side Irving. 11 feet away. Detroit with the rebound. Lanier's got his 16th rebound on the night. Back to Thomas. Pass to Stackhouse. And there's the drive. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Detroit making a switch.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Greer. To the paint. It's tipped. Oh, and the dunk by Malone.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now, here is Hill. Back to Thomas. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Iverson. Jumper is off.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Slams down the alley-oop.
And making it look easy right now. When Hill finds his rhythm, well, he keeps in attack mode.
Timeout called, 76ers. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the 76ers was getting across in the huddle. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. And it doesn't go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Iverson. Grant Hill making his last shot. Iverson with the ball. And it's good.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Hill inside. Covered by Irving. That one goes in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Iverson. The shot misses. Right side, Dumars. Nice execution down low. Here's Greer. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Malone down low. Jumper is off. Pistons trail by 9. 18 feet out. Count it.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
Iverson against Thomas. Irving outside. Here's Greer. 6 to shoot.
Detroit foul. Bob Lanier. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Moses Malone. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 9. Thomas up top. Iverson covering. Hill against Irving. And he banks the layup in. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Malone a screen on Thomas. Iverson. He's off from 3.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for your Sixers, Allen Iverson. Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Detroit. 9 seconds left in the game. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Here's Thomas. Fires the 3. And it's off. So the 76ers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Moses Malone.